welcome to Comcast Newsmakers. I'm Sabrina Register. We're in Vancouver, Washington today for the AWC, Association of Washington Cities, and their annual convention. And joining me right now is Mayor David Baker, Mayor of Kenmore, Washington.
Hi, how are you?
Mayor
nice
Baker,
to meet you.
So nice to see you. Thanks for coming on the program.
Certainly.
You have a lot going on in Kenmore right now. For folks who don't know where Kenmore is, just north of Seattle, tell us a little bit about your community.
Yeah, we're actually the crown of the lake. We're at the north end of Lake Washington, and we're surrounded by Kirkland, Bothell, and Lake Forest Park. We're a community about 6 square miles, just a little bit under 21,000 people.
And you have some redevelopment that has been going on for quite some time, so bring us up to speed. Tell us what's been happening.
In 2003 timeframe, the city purchased a strip mall, Kenmore Village. And I think about 2005, we purchased the park and ride from the county behind it. We signed a development agreement with a company out of California, Urban Partners. We were headed for redevelopment of almost 10 acres. And 2009 happened with the economy. Things slowed down. We went through a number of changes to the development agreement with Urban Partners. And we have been trying for some time to implement a economic development program in our community. And I think most communities have always tried to go out and seek new businesses. And I think Kenmore is taking a little bit different approach. Instead of going out and trying to seek new businesses or taking businesses from one community and trying to persuade them to come to Kenmore, we decided that we would probably best serve the community if we tried to help our own businesses grow. So just a couple of weeks ago, we signed a purchase and sale agreement for part of that property with a local business, Kenmore Camera. Kenmore Camera has been growing. They're one of the few businesses, I think, during this downturn in our economy that have surprisingly done very, very well. They've recorded some of their best years since 2009. And we want to encourage our local businesses, so we decided that we would sell off a small piece of the property to allow them to expand. They'd outgrown their old facility and were looking for new, and we just couldn't see a Kenmore Camera in Linwood.
Right, leaving the community.
Exactly, it just wouldn't be Kenmore Camera anymore. So we worked very closely with them for the past year, trying to see if we could tailor the sale to fit their needs and yet still protect our taxpayers' interests. We've also had things happening in our community in the past few months with a local brewing company. We have a brewing company in Kenmore. It's called 192 Brewing Company. And the reason it's called 192 was a gentleman started the company back in 2005. He tried to get a license from the state, and because of some technicalities, he couldn't have the facility, the brewing facility, attached to his house. It had to be separated. So he built a shed in his backyard, 192 square feet. And that's where he started the brewing company. And he just opened a tasting room right now off of the Burt Gilman Trail. It has a little gate, so people biking and walking the Burt Gilman Trail can go through the gate and stop and sample his products. He sells his own brews, plus everything else he sells is from Washington State. It's all locally grown, locally produced. And he's even putting a bike rack up on the side of the building so people stopping can hang their bikes. And he's going to put a sign up called the Best Biker Bar in Kenmore.
Very fitting. So you're helping local businesses, and we're almost out of time, Mayor, but it sounds like it's a good mission and something that the community embraces?
Yes, we've had very favorable responses from the community, and they're pleased with our efforts.
And that will be something that you'll continue in the future?
We sure hope to.
Helping the community.
Yes.
And the local businesses, supporting them. All right.
Exactly.
Mayor Baker, thanks so much for talking to us today. We appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
And thanks for watching Comcast Newsmakers, headline news at the top and bottom of the hour. Hope you can stay with us.